I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another Team of the Week review. It took me ages to find which Team of the Week this was from until I realised it was so simple to work it out. All I needed to do was pick one of the silvers, go search them up on FIFA 20, go to Generations and see when they had the inform. That's how I worked it out. But they went so far back with this that I didn't even take it into consideration. I was looking at around in like sort of week 32, 4, 5 and 6 from 3 or 4 different FIFAs. Never really considered that they might go that far back. Team of the Week 25 from FIFA 17 is the Team of the Week in question. Completely out of left field, as my transatlantic friends would say. Probably not my friends, to be fair. But an interesting Team of the Week because there are a fair few decent cards, some position changes. I know there are going to be a lot of people who are upset about this or annoyed or, oh, I don't care. Well, if you don't care, why are you watching the video? Let's be honest, you do care. Everybody cares. But yeah, some interesting cards. Not a Team of the Week I personally would have chosen. Now that I look at it, though, maybe I would have done. I just didn't think it was in consideration. So, a lot less cards than what we're used to. I think maybe 4 cards less than what we're used to, maybe even more than that. 2 silvers for the first time in FIFA 20. We have a silver inform. Why they can't just bump them to 75 rated golds is beyond me. I know he's gone up to a 65 rated, which is the bare minimum a silver can be. And if we look at his card this year, he's 55 rated. We saw yesterday Darami go from a 55 rated card up to an 87. They've been quite stingy there by only giving him a 65 rated card. They could easily have said, look, we're going to give you a 75 rated gold, don't get cocky. But yeah, they didn't. They could have put Alessandra, is it Carlisle? They could have put him up to a 77, 78, and then just lifted D Carmine up a little bit to like an 80 or something, just to make it that gap a little bit more respectable. I mean, personally speaking, I reckon every inform at this point should be at least 80, if not 83. But you can't have everything. But to be fair, there are some really nice cards in there. Another Koulibaly to speak of up here. You only recently had one, maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So EA are very close to breaking their own rules there. But still, that's a really nice card. You would imagine that nearly every single one of these will miss out on Team of the Season, with the exception of perhaps Roberto Firmino. But even then, you know, maybe they just maybe they do leave him out. I don't know. I mean, a lot of their ratings won't come close. But with the likes of Koulibaly, he probably won't get a Team of the Season. I don't know whether he's done well enough this season. Probably not, because Napoli have not done particularly well anyway. But I would imagine Koulibaly won't get a Team of the Season because that Team of the Season card would be so close to that inform. It would likely be a 94, 95 rated card. So, yeah, a little bit too close. Griezmann, I don't think he's done anywhere near enough this season to be warranted a Team of the Season card, so he's not going to be there. Aubameyang, I'm not sure. Probably not. And again, that 90 rated card, I don't know what other versions of these cards there are. So let's take a look at that very briefly. So I think, does Griezmann have a ones to watch or something of that nature? Griezmann has a ones to watch card, so ones to watch fans rejoice. However, he does have a better foot birthday card. So yeah, there's that. This is the best version of Koulibaly, 92 rated. Benzema has a few other versions, but this Team of the Week Moments card goes above that SBC Team of the Tournament card, which is nice to see. Finally gets himself a little upgrade. Roberto Firmino is now one above his Halloween card. However, you could probably assume that the Halloween card is better in a lot of areas. So, nah, not really. Better in physical, which is all well and good, and better in defensive stats, which you don't care about unless you use him as a box-to-box central midfield player. But other than that, if you want to use him as an attacker, this card is better. And if he does manage to somehow get himself, not somehow, but if he does manage to get himself a Team of the Season on top of that, then, yeah, you're laughing. Who else was there? Aubameyang is the player that I wanted to look at. So he has a headliner, which has now gone to, well, it will go to 91. Because obviously, I don't think Arsenal have got that win 4 in a row thing. It's unlikely that they will now as well. And even if they do, I don't know if the headliner will continue that far into the... Like, they normally, the cutoff point for headliners and stuff is team of the season. So I would imagine this is the last week of upgrades, unless EA have decided that ones to watch and headliners are going to get that extended period of time because of what's happened. So I'm not sure. But, yeah, 91 rated headliner, 90 rated team of the week card, which is decent. Another Arnautovic, this time a right mid. I do like Arnautovic in this game. It's basically like a cheap Ibra, as it is every year. But as a right mid, I'm not too sure about that. Tadic was going to get one from my prediction. I can't remember what team did I choose. Was it FIFA 18 that I chose? I can't quite remember what it was. Yeah, it was this one. I chose Team of the Week 33. Now, the Team of the Week I chose was trash. And I chose it purposefully because it was trash. Because I thought EA wouldn't want to give out a good Team of the Week considering Team of the Season is on Friday, right? So I thought that they would want to give maybe one or two decent cards. But then for the majority of them, they would be just fodder, right? So Bruno Fernandes was in a lot of people's predictions, but they went with a FIFA 19 Team of the Week. Alex Telles would have been a really good card, and of course he does have a headliner card, but he's likely to get a team of the season. And then of course Cuadrado would have been a nice card. De Ligt has a ones to watch, and Idrissa Gueye would match up to his shapeshifter, but as a CDM rather than a centre back. Newcastle fans would have been happy with Almiron, and of course Tadic is already there anyway, but as a right wing. So to be honest, we've come out better here because this Tadic card is a cam with, you know, some alright stats here or there. I don't think anyone's going to use him. A centre-back, Javi Martinez. I actually remember that card coming out. But, I mean, absolute trash bags with 50 pace. I don't think anyone's really going to want that, but there we are. Perisic, if you have the storyline Perisic, then still not as good. Although, he is a central card. So, maybe you are happy about that. And of course, Artur Boruc in there as well. 81 rated. Not many people are going to care about an 81 rated goalkeeper. They should have just boosted him up. Florian Thauvin has a better card. Belotti has a better card. If you chose it, if you didn't, you've missed out. And then Umtiti. Umtiti is actually a good card. I quite like that. With a certain chem style, that could be a really nice card. And I've seen a few people actually say that I'll take it for this, like Rotherham fans obviously saying that they'll take it. So if you're happy with that, then that's awesome. I mean, the annoying thing about this, as always, is that they haven't gone with the upgrade path from that FIFA. Although I say that, I haven't actually looked at it, so it'll be interesting to see. I would imagine Koulibaly, Griezmann, Aubameyang and Benzema are higher than what FIFA 17's Team of the Week 25 is, but some of these cards are going to be a little bit hard done by. So if we go back, Martinez would be an 87 rather than an 85? 86, sorry. So he'd be one better. We'd have an 87 Florian Thauvin, 90 rated Aubameyang, so that's right. 88 Arnautovic, so that would have been better. 91 Griezmann, yeah, which is basically what we've got. Benzema's higher already. Boric would have been an 83, possibly even an 84, which would have made him far more usable. They've left out Immobile from this week's Team of the Week, which is, I would say, interesting, but is it really that interesting? Basically, what's happened here is I think he's had an inform that was too close to this. So if we go to Immobile, was it last week or is it current Team of the Week? So yeah, he's in packs right now as an inform. So in traditional EA fashion, they don't want to issue the same card, well, not the same card, but a better card the week after. So next week he's potentially up for one, but maybe not. And then the week after, it's back to normal and he's eligible again. It's stupid. This is hand-picked, to be fair. So what they should have done, instead of saying, look, Immobile can't get one because he's just been given one, we'll pick a player from a previous Team of the Week or maybe another Lazio player. Just give us an inform Lucas Leiva, an inform Parolo, give Luis Alberto, because obviously he has a headliner card, give him an inform instead. They shouldn't have just taken him out and said, you know, tough titch, you're not getting anything. We'll replace him with someone either of the equivalent, or we'll replace him with someone from that team. Because, I mean, that just makes more sense rather than just saying, no, you can't have anything. guessing Mourinho isn't in the game. It's half of these cards I remember, and I'm thinking, what, really? They're not in the game? Like, it just doesn't... Yeah, a bit of a weird one. I think that's about it, though. Is Johnson in this? Yeah, he is. 81 rated. Still knocking about. This card, actually, Coventry City striker. Not bad, you know, for an 81 rated. From you know, quite way down the EFL. EA don't normally care about them. Speaking of EA not caring, I'm going to very quickly try and find the image here. So we'll go to EA Sports. Actually, it's not EA Sports. I saw it on. It was, I think, Nep posted the image. So we'll go to Nepenthes' Twitter instead. There it is. So that's the image here. So those apparently all the leagues that have been, or that will be announced, and the Scottish League is not there, which doesn't surprise me in the slightest, but it is very frustrating. I'm not Scottish. I don't live in Scotland. In fact, fun fact, I've never been to Scotland. That doesn't matter. It doesn't detract from the fact that there should be a Scottish League team of the season. Why shouldn't there be? They should represent every league. Now, certain leagues that only have 1 or 2 teams in them, so for instance, I think the Greek League have only got a handful of teams and a few others, put them under the rest of the world category. Fair enough. I get it, right? Ukrainian teams, for example. I get it. That makes sense. Scottish League, you have a full complement there. Bring one out. Just, you know, 11, 12, 20 players, doesn't matter. Just bring them out. Doesn't really make an awful lot of sense to me why they haven't done it. So any SPFL players that are picked for team of the season will fall under that rest of the world category. You could argue, oh, well, it's just to flesh it out, but you've got more than enough in this game, sort of random leagues with only 1 or 2 teams in them, to flesh out a rest of the world team of the season. Would be very, very easy to do that. Just include the Scottish League. I'd be in uproar right now. I know a lot of the Scottish League fans don't like the Scottish League, but that's irrelevant, right? It's still your league. You still support a club within that league. You deserve to be rewarded from the game you've bought when they release a promo like this, celebrating football from around the world, rather than just use 3 players in rest of the world. You know, 1 from Celtic, 1 from Rangers, and then maybe a token Hearts player or something. I don't know. Bit weird, bit annoying, but there it is. That's the team of the week from previous FIFA, of course, FIFA 17. But next week, I'm going to have my work cut out for me, because I'm going to have to go through a lot of leagues now, or a lot of teams. So basically, I'm going to have to go all the way back to Team of the Week 25 up to the present day for FIFA 19, 18, 17, and maybe even beyond that if EA want to throw another curveball. But to be fair, I know a lot of people are moaning about it, but I don't think that's a bad Team of the Week at all. You've got really high rated cards in there, some nice cards for headliner holders and ones to watch holders alike. Not bad at all if you ask me. Could have been a lot worse. If they went with my suggestion, I'm sure there would have been a lot more of an uproar. But let me know what you think of it in the comment section down below. If you have enjoyed today's video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.